Hey guys. Who thought I'd be so busy over spring break? I'll see what I can do tomorrow and like Thursday and Friday, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything today. Crap, it's April Fool's Day. I swear, this is true. I swear. You never do anything serious on April Fool's Day. Like, I wrote a post on Tumblr. Apparently some girl started her period on April Fool's Day, and no one believed her. That sucks! And it's like, it just sucks. No. I've actually been thinking, what can I do for April Fool's Day? Oh, actually, one thing. There was a thing a few April Fools ago that was kind of awesome that I did. I'm awesome. Here it is. Okay, so I posted on Tumblr. But, a few years back, I didn't know what I wanted to fool my friends with. I didn't want to be obvious, but I also didn't want to physically / emotionally scar them. Then it dawned on me. So, at lunch, I start opening and closing my mouth like I want to tell them something, but don't really know how. Like that. Then I go, fuck it, and I tell them. I don't think I like Rio anymore. I mean, I guess I still like him, but I think I like Kaiba more. They all gasp, knowing that my obsession for Rio has not been beat, even till this day, and I quickly and laugh, go, April Fools, got you! Which was great, because one of my friends, this is actually Ellie, tried this whole story that her parents finally let her go out by herself last night, and she got mugged. It ended with the newspaper saying, haha, insert cranky here, was fooled. Or something like that. I got it at the nighttime part, because whose parents who didn't let her go walking all by herself would just suddenly let her go at night? Anyway, fast forward a few months. It's summer. Because of my stupid downstairs neighbor, we had to move from the house I had been living at since I was 1. My dad's sister was nice enough to let us live with her for a few months. To pass the time, I would watch season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! There isn't a lot of Rio in that season, and there's a whole lot of Kaiba. In other words, for that summer, I actually did fall in love with Kaiba more than Rio. My April Fool came true. I remember that summer. It was great. It was the first season, besides season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I actually finished. Which is weird, because it's season 4. I mean, you'd think I would finish season 1, but no. I remember, I guess it's not quite coming up, but I came out to my friend of how I liked Rio, and I made her guess, I have a new crush. And she was like, really? And she kept on guessing. And she said Pokeball, but I thought she said Pokora, and I said, yes, but the good one. And she was like, good one? What are you talking about? Smokeball. I'm like, oh, I thought you said Pokora. Oh, it was a good day. I remember falling in love with him. Alright, so I fell in love with, God, this is a waste of a video, but I fell in love with Joey Wheeler in season 0. And I didn't know then, but rewatching season 0, it's when he jumped over the table. That was kind of hot. I think it's episode 1 or 2. He does that. It's pretty hot. Anyway, so I had watched a couple episodes, and I don't know, I had my OC, this before I gave her a name. This before I gave her siren powers, there was something to do with music, I do remember that. She would know every song, even if she never heard it, she would know every single lyric. But I kind of cut that out and just made them sirens. my sirens. Anyway. Oh yeah. So she was with Joey, but then like she and Bakura were the only ones awake, and then like they started talking, and then all of a sudden I fell in love with Bakura. I don't know what happened, and it's too bad because I like Joey, and now Joey's kind of like Joey and Steph kind of have like they like each other fine, but I don't know. She doesn't quite treat him like she's Kaiba. My mom's texting me on Facebook, chatting, whatever. Which means I should really finish this up. She doesn't treat him like Kaiba, but like she knows she's better than him. But she does like hanging out with him because she's really serious most of the time. But hanging out with him, like the two of them always do these pranks to each other. And they're always like helping, like, I think even just one time he tries to dump a bucket of water on her, and she's just like, nope. Whoop. She's badass. She's the girl that Sky Siren looks up to, considering it's her mom. But she's the girl that Sky Siren wants to be. Like for all of season 1. Sky's always going like, no, I have to be more like my mom. I have to be my mom. And then, oh, I can read my fanfic. Alright, no. I'll read the chapter. Because I don't want to read my whole fanfic. It's actually kind of long. I actually put it on fanfic.com, and it's called Mansion of Gayness. And it'll make sense, trust me. Pretty much, it's rival shipping and reject shipping, which reject shipping is Alexis and Sky. And it's Mansion of Gayness because they live in a mansion. Well, Jane and Chaz and Sky live in the mansion. And then, I think I'm going to make Alexis move in. And yeah, it's just, there are 2 boys and 2 girls, and it does not end up the way people would think. Well, actually, it ends up exactly how you would think, considering the title. Why is my homework in here? Blah 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 blah. This chapter, like, it goes back in time. Pretty much, the AU is in the future, but there's a lot of flashbacks to the school. And yeah. Sky walked to her wing and glanced at the script that she really should probably be working on, but she shrugged it off and grabbed her favorite sword and knocked off the head of one of her dummies, activating her simulation. As dozens of dummies came running towards her, she remembered the reason that the sword she was holding was her favorite. Sky woke up in a forest she wasn't familiar to. She had been in every square inch in the woods surrounding the school, and the woods a few blocks from back home. This was definitely neither of them. The leaves were too weird. Chaz? Nothing. Jay? Still nothing. Lex? No one heard her. At least that's what she thought. At the same time of her waking up, the gang, led by Chaz, had just barged their way into Chancellor Crowler's office. Chaz stumped up to the professor he had used to respect. Where is she? Who? Pretending to look over the group to suddenly notice who was missing. Miss Siren? I don't know why you're accusing me. Alexis stepped forward. Oh, please. You've been using everyone's talents to make the school more popular. Where's Sky? Why are you all acting so worried? Because we know you know that she's a fighter, so you use it to your advantage. At that moment, Bonaparte walked in with an important-looking man. Prowler pushed Chaz aside and walked up to the man. Ah, Mr. Jones, so glad you could make it. Please, call me Brian. Brian looked over the student's left an eyebrow at Alexis, but shrugged it off. I'll explain that later. So, what do you have for me? Oh, despite her dorm color, Miss Sky Siren is quite the duelist, and to top it off, she has fighting skills. See? Alexis crossed her arms. Atticus placed his hand on her shoulder. Tyler hit a button, the lights turned off, the shades came down, became a projector screen, and there were tons of images, one of which was Sky waking up. Thanks to the Van Howell family, they donated for the simulation the young lady is in. Reggie has more stuff in the yacht. Chaz pushed past Crowler and this Brian guy, and did the only thing he could to watch her curse Reggie for sort of being the reason of the danger of his best friend, and pray she comes out safe. Okay, Siren, you got this. Stacy? Sky called for a bow. Nothing. Alexis felt something bump her, but saw nothing. She realized it was Stacy. The least you could have done was given her her weapon of choice. Okay, so you don't know where you are, you don't know if your friends are here or not, and Stacy is nowhere near. A loud noise came up from behind her, so she turned around. And there's a forest-like demon about to kill you. This looks very likely of getting out. She jumped from the arm that aimed for her head. Very likely. Sky kept running and dodging the attacks. Crowler, this is quite foreign. She needs a weapon. Yeah, Stacy, Alexis piped up. Who's Stacy? Brian looked at the blonde. Her bow and arrow, Chaz answered. No, there are weapons in there. She just needs to find them. See? Sky dived from a vine and almost cut herself with the sword. She quickly picked it up and chopped off the branch heading for her. It became wisps of air and evaporated. It's not a bow, but it's something. She shoved the sword behind her and got right in the heart of one of the demons. Mom always said I was better with swords, but I want to be like her. After an hour, the demons stopped attacking. Maybe because there were no more. Sky looked around, looking for a way home. She then noticed a difference in the light. She looked towards the mountains, and it was like small light. A projection. Crowler! She screeched. I thought you said she didn't know that it wasn't real, Brian questioned Crowler. Chatsworth. She's a pretty clever girl. Crowler started panicking and kept telling Bonaparte to keep typing in new demons, but every demon that was summoned was immediately destroyed. It didn't take long until she stopped the projection, and she walked through the side door of Crowler's office. Well, look who was stupid enough to give me a weapon. It took quite a few of her friends to hold her back. Miss. Sky whipped her head over to look at the stranger. You have some spark. I could really use you. No. Huh? What if a job that needs these skills is probably illegal? And even though I can run from authorities, it doesn't mean I want to leave my friends. Come, Siren, it'll be good for you. Crowler tried to push her towards the man. I still have the sword. Crowler let her go. Also, you, stranger. Is this line of work going to help Crowler become super popular? No, you actually have to delete any and all traces of your past. Illegal, and no one else benefits. Mr. Jones, it was nice to meet you, but I don't think I need your help. I have grown quite in an attachment, and I couldn't just give you Sky. He placed his arm around her. She's like a daughter to me. I still have the sword. Crow lifted his arms and walked a short distance away. As the kids were leaving, Alexis slung her arm with Sky's. That was awesome. Telling off Crowler? Well, yeah, but your mom's right. You're good with the sword. I want to be better than her. I have to beat her at archery. Can't you beat her in swordsmanship? Chaz placed his arm on her shoulder. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Sky happily sliced the final dummy's head off. I need to sew these back together. She glanced at her alarm clock. 12:50. I'll do it later. And she went to wake up Jacob. So, yeah. So that is the Adventures of Sky Siren. Pretty much how she kind of like... Yeah, this video is really long. So I'm going to try to do more. I promise. I promise. I suck. I suck so much. Maybe this is my April Fool's prank. You didn't actually get an episode. I'm turning into Carmen. Hasta la vista. Hasta la pasta.